Dear mod builders or PV manufacturers, firstly thank you, but please stop telling me to purchase and apply nail locks to your devices. Okay, this should be the last step in your process, not the first step in mine. I don't make things, I vape things. And if you had sold me a car and then after I paid for it told me I needed to go out and buy some kind of specialized automotive oil and put it on all the wheels and ball bearings or the wheels would lock up, do you know what I would say to you? That's right. That's what I would say to you. Dear vendors, thanks for the great sites and products, but E2 Revision 4 ceramic cartomizers are defective. Do they work all the time? Yes or no? Do they work at standard voltage or high voltage? Yes or no? Hey, they work. You just gotta take them apart and remake them so they work. I'll tell you one thing. They don't work at high voltage. On your website, it should say, will taste like a burning mannequin if vaped over 3.7 volts, because that's what they taste like. I'm not saying you have to solve the E2 cartomizer's design problems. What I am saying is you gotta be honest to the consumers when you expect us to buy these for the 5th time. I mean, are these clear tube ceramic cartomizers so that we can clearly see what components you are expecting us to replace and remake? The only thing that's getting burned more than the cheap wicks in those things are the vapors. So please be honest with us and try them out. Dear drip tip makers, thanks for the drip tips. You guys are like Santa's elves with the drip tips. Now, I myself am not a dripper. I like cartomizers. But look what I have on the end of my cartomizer. It's a drip tip. Why? Because they don't make tips for cartomizers. So how about instead of making 800,000 colors of the same drip tip, we make cartomizer tips. Every cartomizer I've seen people use, they're using drip tips, and they're not dripping. Why? They just need a tip that you can pull off and refill and put back on. So let's make some whistle tips, just like the ends of the old carts, and but with an O-ring and the right length. That's what I need. Cartomizer tips. And while we're talking about things we need, dear vendors, please make us cases. No, you're not convincing us that that is your company's case because you had the logo engraved on the tiny piece of Chinese metal in the center of that glasses case. You're all selling the same case. We need someone that's going to step up and design a case that's actually good, that holds big battery mods, juices, extra batteries, that isn't that glasses case one or this one. These are the two we have to choose from. Case closed. Dear feeder mod builders, here's a little thing to work on. Cartomizer users are getting the shaft once again. And by shaft, I mean the pole sticking up through the air hole of the cartomizer. That's like installing your faucet inside of your drain. it's not going to work with cartomizers. But here's an idea, and you don't have to change your mod. Just make a tube that goes up and curves, so it can go over the edge of the air tube in the center and actually hit the fiber filling where the juice actually goes in a cartomizer. Like I said, I don't make things, I vape things, but I know there's a better design for cartomizers that actually bottom feeds and gets the juice in the actual cartomizer. And lastly, one thing I think we vapors really need are big ice dog bobbleheads. I want one. Maybe with a little button on the base of the bobblehead that if you press it, it says, "Hey people, it's your boy Big Ice Dog here. Sincerely, Raven Vapes 5v510. Vape hard."